Hello, it's Philly here from Chris and Philly Functional Medicine. I love and I'm super passionate about helping people, especially mamas and parents, get to the root cause of their body burnout, especially those horrible things like energy issues, mood imbalances, and gut issues that can really drag you down. So a few months ago, I was asked by Vital Proteins. If you haven't heard of them, they're America's #1 selling protein brand. Their ambassador is Jennifer Aniston. Anyway, they asked me for my expert opinion on protein and what protein does for the body. If you're interested, you can read the full article. I'll pop it in the notes or comments below. So this is a question I get asked often from clients and friends and followers. Is protein really that important? You know, people ask, is my body burnout? Are my symptoms a result of amino acid deficiency? This is things that people are thinking about. Other questions, am I eating enough protein? That's a common one. The later question is something many moms worry about too, especially, you know, if they have fussy eating children. Is my child getting enough protein? And, you know, maybe is my child's behavioral or health issues due to the lack of protein? So anyway, I thought I'd write an article giving you all the ins and outs of protein. So first question, why is protein important for the body? When people think about consuming protein, most people will first think about muscle building. That protein from foods and amino acid supplements are primarily used to build muscles. So while proteins do help form robust muscle tissue, this is not the only function of the protein. From a functional perspective, every cell, literally every cell in your body is made up of proteins. If you're deficient in essential amino acids, not only will your muscles suffer, but any organs, bodily structures, and/or functions are likely to suffer too. Because all of these are made up of protein. So think your gut lining, think your DNA, your liver, your pancreas, your neurotransmitters, your mitochondria, your skin. All of these things can suffer if you are not consuming enough essential amino acids. This can even lead to things like gut issues, fatigue, mood imbalances, anxiety, depression, skin issues, acne, eczema, and just general inflammation. So another question, why is it important to eat protein? So every cell in our body is made up of proteins, and these cells make up our DNA, our organs, so like our liver, our muscles, and our heart, and other structures in the body. So think your gut lining, your neurotransmitters, your mitochondria. So protein is required for your cells and body systems to repair and regenerate. And without protein, these structures will begin to suffer. So while the body can make some amino acids or protein, there are a bunch of essential amino acids that the body cannot make. And as a result, they must come from food. So you might have heard about these. The 9 essential amino acids are histidine, isoleucine, leucine, lysine, methionine, phenylalanine, threonine, tryptophan, and valine. So what happens when you start eating more protein? If you have been eating a very low protein diet, you may be amino acid deficient. If you are deficient in any amino acid, health issues can literally occur due to cells and organs and body systems not functioning properly or optimally. These issues can be reversed by increasing your protein intake. So this can be done by eating more meat and eggs or plant-based proteins like legumes and grains and nuts and seeds. Also a good quality natural protein supplement. I like protein powders like ATP Science, Nuzest, you know, these are nice natural ones. So for example, by eating more tryptophan-rich protein, you may notice better sleep and mood as tryptophan converts into the neurotransmitter serotonin. Or by eating more lysine-rich foods, you might notice better skin quality, or those nasty cold sores might stay away for good. So another question, does protein give you energy? Of the macronutrients in our diet, protein doesn't directly provide us with energy, so fats and carbohydrates give us energy. However, protein does play a role in every production, as it is the building blocks for our muscles and tissues, and also the mitochondria, so the little organelles that reside in our muscle tissue that produce ATP energy. In this way, protein keeps our energy system strong and healthy so that we are able to produce energy from the foods that we eat and improve our strength and fitness, which can help us feel more energized too. The amino acid tyrosine is also essential for creating the neurotransmitters adrenaline, noradrenaline, and dopamine. And these neurotransmitters, when functioning well, really help us to have energy, especially that like mental energy and vibrancy. Now, a lot of people also ask, do protein shakes make you gain weight? It really depends on the quality. So many commercial protein shakes are filled with sugar, artificial sweeteners, and or other nasty preservatives and additives. So if a protein shake contains sugar, you could be consuming extra calories that could cause you to stack on weight. Things like artificial food additives, even sugar-free artificial sweeteners, can also do damage to our metabolic system, which over time can affect our ability to burn fat. So if you're using a good quality natural protein powder that has minimal ingredients, this can actually assist in weight loss, as protein is more predominantly used to rebuild muscle tissue and cells rather than being stored as fat or burned up as energy. So yeah, a good quality protein shake could also help you stay fuller for longer too. So another question, what is the best protein for energy, or protein powder or protein source? So as a clinical nutritionist, my answer will always be whatever works for you. There is no one size fits all. Some people will feel more energy on meat-based protein, while others will feel more balanced energy on plant-based protein. When it comes to the type of protein powder that is best for energy, or even the specific amino acid needed for more energy, again, it really depends on the individual and what they metabolize and tolerate the best, and also what amino acid deficiencies may need restoring. So another question, how much protein should I be consuming? It really varies from person to person, but I would usually recommend anywhere from 0.8 grams to 2 grams of protein per body weight. I'm around 54 kilos. I think I haven't weighed myself for a really long time. So I would need anywhere from 43.2 grams to 108 grams of protein per day. And note, just because sometimes people get confused about this, the grams of actual protein are not the weight of the food protein, or the weight of the food. So you're going to have to do a little bit of Googling or using something like MyFitnessPal to work that out. The more active you are, or the more chronically ill someone is, the more protein you will need. So talking all about protein, I'm sure you're probably thinking, can I test my amino acid status? And yes, you definitely can. It's worth noting that even if you feel like you have a diet high in protein, you may still be deficient in amino acids. This can come back to things like poor gut health, like not being able to break down and assimilate protein. It could be because of stress. Stress burns up amino acids in the body. Lack of sleep can also lead to a deficiency, as amino acids are not able to repair during sleep. And also vitamin B deficiency. So vitamin Bs are actually the glue that binds amino acids together. So if you're deficient in Bs, it can affect or cause a deficiency in your amino acids. So when it comes to deficiencies, I use the functional medicine iron profile lab test, where we can assess via blood work your amino acid status. For any lab geeks like me out there, if you wanted to look to see what this test looks like, I'm going to leave a link to the test that I use so that you can have a look at all the different amino acids that we can test for. Maybe another time I might go over that test and talk about what symptoms I often see when there are amino acid deficiencies. All right. Signing off now. That was a lot of information. I hope you all know a lot about protein and amino acids now. Feel free to reach out if you have any more questions. I would love to answer them. Thank you.